How are you all? Hope you are all doing well. Today we are going to see some of the extension programming of stack by using dictionary. So in last videos I explained you how to transact this stack, how to push an element of dictionary into a stack. And similarly the continuation of the last video. Here if you see here the same problem but little different. Just we are going to give the user 3 commands, 1 to push, 2 to pop, 3 to display. And here the choice will be getting as ch, and if ch is equal to 1 means push operation. So for pushing we are just asking the user to enter employee ID and afterwards name and then salary and then gender and contact of a same employee. So these 5 details has been entered by the user. Okay, so input getting from the user, and that will be now saving as a dictionary over here. So we are making all the variables. For example, this ID1 is the key of the dictionary, and these are all the values for the particular key. Okay, so these values has been now given into this list, and we have made a dictionary. So key is there and values for the key is there. Values has been passed into that by using list operator, so that now E is now mentioned like is a dictionary, right? Okay, now what we are going to do, we are just going to append the empty list stack, that we are just keeping that one in the beginning. Stack is this empty list, right? From here what I'm just going to do, I'm just going to append with this E. Okay, E is the dictionary which contains of employee ID, name, salary, gender and contact as a dictionary item. So you are just going to append it. Okay, so this is what happening when you are pressing push operation. And then if you press pop operation, what should be done? The operation should be done is here only. So the s dot pop should be having the deletion of a particular element from the stack. So in last year you learned list.pop operation will take out only one element at a time. So here it popped only one particular dictionary and will be saved in this EID. Okay, this is what the key of this particular employee ID. So now you are going to tell the user the deleted items is EID, means we are just going to call the key, but the values also will be following with the key and it will be printed. Okay, so this is what the operation when you are going to press pop 2, press 2. So if the stack is empty, we cannot do any deletion operation, so that the same thing we are going to give. If stack is empty, print stack is empty, you cannot do any deletion here. If it is not, then only some element can be popped out. So if the list is empty, you cannot delete any item from the empty list, but if there are some elements, you can delete that particular element from the top of the element. Okay, top of the given stack. That is what the thing happening. Then if he pressed 3, that will be now for I in range up to the length of the list. So length of the list will be saved in L. So for I in range up to L, you are just going to print S of I, means stack of each element will be printed from the stack. That's it. Otherwise, if the user press any other 3, 4, after 3 he can press any other number than 1, 2, 3, then you have to give the user that wrongly pressed or invalid operation has been given like that. And after that you are asking user whether you want to continue. So if you want to continue, press yes. That is what the thing. Press F5 to continue this. Now you see here, press 1 to push. I'm just going to say that press 1. And employee item just going to give like this: name, any name, Priya, and salary something, and then his gender female, and contact number I can give any number. You want to continue? Yes, I want to continue. Again press 1 to push any element, and the employee ID can be passed over here, and name you can give Felix or anything, salary something, and then is a male, a contact number, something you can give. You wanna press yes, I wanna display all the elements. You see here both of the rows has been entered here, right? So these two things has been now passed as the key over here. ID is the key and these are all the values. Okay, so these many values has been now stored. You can store any number of values by using dictionary items. Okay, so see here I have entered five informations about the user. One is the key and another four things has been now taken as a list and going to be saved as the value of the key. Similarly, you can use for 10 items also the same time. You can see you can save any user ID like student ID can be given, and student name, his date of birth, his address, his contact number, his marks, everything can be total, average, everything can be stored at a single list item. Okay, and you can save this one as a dictionary and going to print like this. Okay, so if I want to continue, I can print yes. Now I just want to pop out, means deletion. So 2. See here the last element which I have entered, so it was saved in the top. Felix, the recent one I entered, right? So that is now deleted. Now if you want to see what are the elements now, display 3. See, only one dictionary is there because one has been already deleted off by given pop operation. Okay, so do you want to continue? So yes, I'm just want to continue. Now push some element, employee ID and his name and salary, and then his mail and his contact number, and then you want to continue, yes, and then display 3. So actually it is not in the top, it is the bottom, and just now what you have entered is now in the top. If you want to pop this one, yes, 2 for pop. You see here the recent element whichever you entered in the last only now deleted off. That is what the topper element will be deleted off. Whatever you have entered latest will be deleted first. Okay, so that is what last enter, last in, first out, means LIFO. So this is what the procedure condition of this stack. So this is what now you have learnt everything about this stack. Now in next video I want to go to queue. Okay, queue also similar to the stack but little difference are there, you could see that. So I have uploaded a video what is queue also. So today you are going to see that video and have to understand what is the concept of queue. That is an animated video only. Just watch it and find out what is the difference between stack and queue. You just analyze those concepts and you have to understand the concepts, then only it will be easy for me to go to the next chapter, that is queue. Okay, so now today what you are going to do, you have to work out this one, this program, and with the stack with so many operations, with tuples, with single element, with tuples, with dictionary, with 2 elements, 3 elements, 5 elements, 10 elements, everything can be done today itself. And work out everything in your system and show me all your outputs. I'll be waiting for that to see that. Okay, so in next video I'll be going to the next chapter. In between you have to work out and complete these chapters, and you have to write everything in your notebook, and a record notebook also will be given, and you have to write the most important question is stack. So it will be asked in externals for practicals as well as in theory exams. They will ask so many questions from stack. Okay, so you have to be very thorough with this chapter. First you write so many assignments in this program, so write so many programs in your notebook and study all the concept of this stack and queue, and then work out everything in your system and show me the outputs, and you have to get ready to write everything in your record notes. So these are all the things today onwards you have to follow. For this data structure 2 is the main important chapter in your 12th standard. So it will be easy. You just write everything in your notebook as an assignment, as a program and everything, and do it in your system. Show me the outputs as well as the program. I'll be waiting for that. See you next video. Bye. See you.